ちょうど後ろあちら見てください。ジョン・レノンのミュージック。
ジョン・レノンはちょっと残してもらわないと困りますよね。
吉代子さんのジョン・レノンはやっぱりちょっと。
Shall I avoid it and stomp around it?
Oh, yes, please, if you could.
I'll do my best.
Looking back with 20/20 hindsight, we only tried to play our part.
So let's compare how the two Godzilla actors might destroy Saitama. The younger Yoshida kicks off with an impressive right jab. And, oh yes, a classic stomp. He's widening his stance. Looks like, oh, hold on, look at Satsuma. He's taken the building into his mouth. He has the building in his mouth. Let's take another look at that.
The Satsuma style became the true Godzilla, you know, and I couldn't defeat that. He's the greatest and most influential.
This week, we will study the meanings of numbers. The number 4 stands for death, and we dislike 4. The number 8 is the multiple of 4. By multiplying, it means future lasting, and we consider it a lucky number. The number 9 stands for suffering, and people avoid this number. And these are the main meanings of the numbers.
Japanorama.
Perhaps a teeny bit more than any other culture, the Japanese tend to believe in a spiritual afterlife. So it's no surprise that these beliefs have inspired a lot of great ghost movies. To me, the classic is Kwaidan, which means scary stories. Made back in 1964, it's a collection of 4 traditional ghost stories, filmed in glorious colour. Each tells of an encounter between ghost and human, and each inevitably ends with the human getting the worst of the exchange. In one story, a man abandons his wife, then returns years later to her ghost and its creepy hair. In another, a man is haunted by a ghost that keeps showing up in his teacup. And then there's the man who gets rescued by a snow ghost on the condition that he never tells anyone. And, well, Big Mouth strikes again. Standing amongst a new crop of ghost stories is Scarecrow, in which a Japanese J-Lo finds herself in a sinister village where inhospitable ghosts inhabit a bunch of scarecrows. Visually inspired by the Coen brothers, St John's Wort is a haunted house film with a computer game twist. In it, an evil twin takes aim on a game designer who gets caught in his own game. Now, many of these new films are based on traditional Japanese ghost stories, but 7 recent features and 2 television series have all been based on one modern novel, and one of those films really hit the jackpot. By far the most successful recent Japanese horror film is Ring, the tale of a ghost who lives on videotape and travels like a chain letter. Everybody who views the tape must send a copy to someone else within 7 days or die.
The main ghost in Ring is a girl called Sadako. As in several traditional ghost stories, she got murdered and thrown into a well. This is very similar to the famous ghost story Rancho Sarahashiki from the Edo period. What we did with Sadako's character is that we try to avoid showing the human side of her in order to make her more scary. Sadako still has both her feet, which is unusual with Japanese ghosts. But she does have the common look of most Japanese female ghosts, who have long hair and wear white Japanese dresses.
In Nakata's sequel, Ring 2, we get to meet Sadako's mother, a woman with extremely creepy but fun psychic powers.
In order to frighten the audience, we would keep the atmosphere very quiet for a while, then use sharp and loud sounds to give them a shock. It's a very simple technique, really.
Based on a novel by Koji Suzuki, the Japanese Stephen King, Ring was an international sensation. A Hollywood remake comes out later this year. Pretty scary, eh? Well, if your heart's still beating, you'll want to stay tuned for the chills yet to come. And even if it isn't, try and stay sitting upright, because then you still count in the ratings. Still to come, real-life horror expressed in anime. A fertile young artist gives birth to hell babies. And a horrifying rock band and its rabid fans.